Welcome back to Chapter 3 The Being of Atum. In this chapter, Hermes attempts to describe God. Although God cannot be defined with words, Hermes gives some clues for us to contemplate. Give me your whole awareness and concentrate your thoughts, for knowledge of Atum's being requires deep insight, which comes only as a gift of grace. It is like a plunging torrent of water whose swiftness outstrips any man who strives to follow it, leaving behind not only the hearer, but even the teacher himself. To conceive of God is difficult. To define God is impossible. The imperfect and impermanent cannot easily apprehend the eternally perfected. God is whole and constant. In himself, he is motionless, yet he is self-moving. He is immaculate, incorruptible, and everlasting. He is the supreme absolute reality. He is filled with ideas which are imperceptible to the senses, and with all-embracing knowledge. Atum is the primal mind. He is too great to be called by the name Atum. He is hidden yet obvious everywhere. His being is known throughout thought alone, yet we see his form before our eyes. He is bodiless, yet embodied in everything. There is nothing which he is not. He has no name, because all names are his name. He is the unity of all things, so we must know him by all names and call everything God or Atum. He is the root of and source of all. Everything has a source, except this source itself, which springs from nothing. God is complete like the number one, which remains itself, whether multiplied or divided, and yet generates all numbers. God is the whole, which contains everything. He is one, not two. He is all, not many. The all is not many separate things, but the oneness that subsumes the parts. The all and the one are identical. You think that things are many when you view them as separate, but when you see they all hang on the one and flow from the one, you will realize they are united, linked together, and connected by a chain of being from the highest to the lowest, all subject to the will of God. The cosmos is one as the sun is one. The moon is one and the earth is one. Do you think there are many gods? That's absurd. God is one. God alone is the creator of all that is immortal and all that is mutable. If that seems incredible, just consider yourself. You see, speak, hear, touch, taste, walk, think, and breathe. It is not a different you who does these various things, but one being who does them all. To understand how God makes all things, consider a farm sowing seeds. Here wheat, there barley, now planting a vine, then an apple tree. Just the same as man plants all these seeds, so God sows immortality in heaven and change on earth. Throughout the cosmos, he disseminates life and movement, the two great elements that comprise Atum and his creation. And so everything that is, Atum, is called Father, because he begets all things, and from his example the wise hold begetting children the most sacred pursuit of human life. Atum works with nature, with the laws of necessity, causing extinction and renewal, constantly creating creation to display his wisdom. Yet the things the eye can see are mere phantoms and illusions. Only those things invisible to the eye are real. Above all the ideas of beauty and goodness, just as the eye cannot see the being of God, so it cannot see the great ideas. They are attributes of God alone. They are inseparable from him. They are so perfectly without blemish that Atum himself is in love with them. There is nothing which Atum lacks, and so nothing that he desires. There is nothing that Atum can lose, so nothing that can cause him grief. Atum is everything. Atum makes everything, and everything is a part of Atum. Atum, therefore, makes himself. This is Atum's glory. God is all creative, and this creating in his very being. It is impossible for him to ever stop creating, for Atum can never cease to be. God is everywhere. Mind cannot be enclosed. Because everything exists within mind, nothing is so quick and powerful. Just look at your own experience. Imagine yourself in a foreign land, and quick as your intention, you will be there. Think of the ocean, and there you are. You have not moved as things move, but you have traveled nevertheless. Fly up into the heavens. You won't need wings. Nothing can obstruct you, not the burning heat of the sun or the swirling planets. Pass onto the limits of creation. Do you want to break out beyond the boundaries of the cosmos? For your mind, even that is possible. Can you sense what power you possess? If you can do all this, then what about your Creator? Try and understand that Atum is mind. This is how he contains the cosmos. All things are thoughts, which the Creator thinks. Chapter 3. The Being of Atum.